Shout out Reese the director.
Shout out Reese the director.
And shout out to Reese the director.
Oh my. I'm Jordon, Mr. Icon, and you live in the living room with Reese the director. Let's get it. G from Springfield, Mass, birthplace of basketball, 413.
So what was it like growing up in Mass?
Growing up in Mass, same day as every day, man, but growing up in Mass was different. Growing up in Springfield was different, because Mass is just a totally different beast when you start talking about Boston and everything like that. It's a whole different world, because we're not even considered a part of Mass, even though we live in the state. Just recently they had a fitted hat come out with all the area codes of Mass, and they left 413 out.
Oh shit.
So literally growing up, you're never counted in. You're like the guy in Little Giants, Danny O'Shea. Like, you know what I'm saying? You from waking up, you gotta earn it. You gotta fight for it every day.
Yeah. So were you relatively a good kid or a bad kid?
When you say good or bad, what do you mean?
Did you get in trouble?
Got in trouble a lot.
Like what did you do? Like just was class clown, or you were like a bully? Like what was going on?
I actually got bullied when I was a kid. It actually took one of my friends. He actually stood up for me and fought right outside at the gym, because I was being bullied the whole year. I used to get picked on the bus, everything. Like, and
This
I was
is like elementary school?
Yeah, and I was bigger than everybody too.
Wow. What made you not want to fight back?
You're not born with hate, brother.
Yeah.
You're not born with hate, and when you have people that come from that energy and they see good, it's like, I gotta get it on. I gotta diminish
Right.
this shit. You from New York, bro.
Yeah.
You come up there sweet like that, they gonna attack, bro. It's like hyenas, bro. They smell blood. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's just the forces, bro. It's like Marvel Comics, man. The evil gotta come and the good gotta come, the heroes, and it's like at some point you gotta stand up and fight back. Even though the heroes at some point they was all getting picked. Captain America, he got picked on. Iron Man, he had no self-confidence. He was smart as shit, but confident. Banner, he ain't speak up. You know what I'm saying? When you really start looking at them, they all had their flaws that people preyed on.
You come from a single family home or had both parents?
Come from a broken home.
Any siblings?
I have a little sister, 6 years younger.
Okay. Are you two closer today?
We are getting closer.
All right.
Closer as time grows, which is good, because we could be the opposite, growing further apart.
Right.
So I'm happy that we're getting closer. We're not as close as maybe a lot of other people would say, or see or experience when you say a sister, stuff like that. But our bond is different. It's when you're needed most, that's when they're there, and that's who I rather would be around. You can come to 99 times, but when I need you, that absolute life or death, I know they coming. That to me is better than anything. That's a sure thing. Or they gonna die trying.
So how long have you been an entertainer?
When you say how long have I been an entertainer to myself, I've been an entertainer ever since I was a kid. One of my favorite things that wanted me to get into this, that I've never told it, this is actually the first time, is Eddie Murphy Raw.
Really?
In the beginning when he was a kid. Because I was shy to do that when I was a kid.
Right.
Just because I thought I had to live a certain way. I was an athlete, all these other things that I didn't explore my gift or what I wanted to do, because I got put into different areas that I thought people wanted me to be in. And not to mention, even my mother, like back then, she used to tell me I suck at singing, and I shut the hell up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was very quiet, I used my voice, but it wasn't like, but looking back, I had to go through that. And like now my mother's like, yo, I can't believe you hitting, like you singing like this now, because I know me now. You know what I'm saying? It's not about anybody else, you know what I'm saying? It's literally, I just had to get better and just perfect my craft. But a lot of times we hear, because we're not comparing it to the greats up here, but I mean, shit, we can go to Biggie. He sucked on the fucking stairs as a kid. saw it in the movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why he came out with Juicy and shit. That was real shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You think, oh, it's a hit. It was real shit. And that's the thing. Do we really talk real shit? You know what I'm saying? A lot of these artists do. That's why they're great.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you relate to them. Yeah, they can come out and give you the hit here and there. It's like, let me create this because it's what's needed right now. But nah, they give you that real shit.
Right.
And that's what's really real. It's real. So you talk from your experience and you live, and that's the thing.
So you do some film, clothing designing, and there was a point in time when basketball was life, right?
Basketball is always life because we embedded with the Kobe mentality, man. So it doesn't change. But even then,
what made you stop playing?
Just time. I may have physically stopped playing, but it's the same habits, the same routines, everything that I learned from basketball, football, track. I was a 3-sport athlete, so we gotta announce that because great things come in threes. Just like we got the candles filming, and we got the clothing. But like I said, for me, I'm still doing all the daily routines, everything like that. The discipline, the up in the morning, working out, watching how I'm eating, how I can move, stuff like that. It's a lot of things that go into this stuff. It's prep. I'm obsessed with it, bro.
Right.
I literally just had somebody I was supposed to work with going down to San Antonio, and we was talking about it. He's like, yo, I'm just not passionate about this. I said, fuck the money, bro. If you're not passionate, I don't want your energy on it. I'd rather shoot it myself.
Yeah.
Cause it ain't about the bread, bro. I want somebody that's passionate, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you tell me I'm only gonna be available for this time for 2 hours, I get it. Time is money, bro. But if you're not passionate, then if you watching the clock, cause that shit don't exist.
Yeah.
Then he broke it down. Well, I'm behind on editing. Now I really don't want to work with you. You ain't locked in. You ain't locked in.
You're right. So tell me about your clothing brand, Icon.
Only Icon Clothing. www.onlyiconclothing.com. Defy the odds. That's what it means.
Okay.
Find your purpose, find your happiness, but more importantly, find your peace. And that's it. That's it, bro.
How long have you been running your brand?
Been doing it for 3 years with the official business, but I remember going back to high school. I remember a teacher told me that I couldn't have somebody create something for me. Back then when I was in 17 in the computer class, when I was creating stuff, trying just getting into it.
Yeah.
And, I just knew from the back end, I was like, well, I can always pay somebody to do it. Oh, no, you won't be able to do that. I'm like, so it literally, because my first original clothing line that I wanted to have was my initials, which is Jet, like the magazine.
Right.
Because it's Jordon Edward Toomer.
Okay.
So I literally used to write a lot of jets. Like, I don't have the notebook, but like literally, I was a kid, I had a jet everywhere, like just trying to dibble dabble, and like I got away from it because people was like, that sucks. You know what I'm saying? You stink. So I kind of got away from it. I really got away from it and just locked in on what I was good at, which was football, basketball, track. Soccer was really my sport.
Really?
Yeah, I love soccer. The big reason I love soccer because it was when I really met my father for the first time at 8.
Mm-hmm.
And we used to go to his job at a car lot, and the bosses there were Italian, so the soccer games on. So like that was really my time with him, and I would spend time watching the games and really look at soccer and stuff like that. So, and it actually helped my game because I was playing it too, as far as that. But yeah, that was it, man. Like, yeah, I wanted to do I remember it was Jet. Like I had it. I just loved it.
Have you ever thought about incorporating, like now with how far you came with your brand, have you ever thought about like bringing it back to life?
The fact that I just spoke it up, that's why it's already out in the hemisphere. It's already out in the open. It's here now. It's energy. As soon as you said that, that's why you said that, because I was already thinking like I'm gonna do that now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
That's just it.
Okay. So do you come from a musical background?
I would say I do actually. My mother grew up in Inglewood, so she grew up with all the Isley brothers. Yeah, she just told me the other day. Did she tell you the other day? I think somebody else followed her just accepted her on Facebook. One of the greats.
Yeah.
You probably don't have the Isley brothers up here.
I do.
Oh, okay.
I do. Yeah, I do. I got their vinyl.
Oh, okay, dope. But Yeah, she grew up there, so you know she's been around all them Inglewood, New Jersey type people. So if you whatever artist you do know that's from there, T-Nac, like that's what Ronald Isley record label was when they first started their own label, T-Nac Records. I believe that's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Right at literally two streets over from my grandparents' house where it was in Inglewood. Yep. They all went to the same high school.
Wow.
She actually graduated with the guitars, that brother, and my aunt did with the younger one.
She dated the younger one?
No, she didn't date. She was friends with them.
Oh, okay.
But she graduated. Graduated with them.
Okay.
In high school. Yep. So, like I said, we used to wake up every Saturday. She playing the music, Earth, Wind, and Fire. All that. So like I've been around it. Even growing up, when I first went to school in middle school, I never knew what BET was because my mother was a vinyl person, play R&B and stuff like that. But when I got to school, I remember people put me up on that. That's when I started learning all the other stuff, and everything. But before that, it was all R&B, stuff like that. Even my boys today, they be like, Jay, I don't know how you used to listen to R&B music before you play football and stuff. I'm like, just common.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I've been listening to Tupac, John B and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, that type of shit. Chilling, they go knock your head off. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was it, man. But so I said I did come from because I was around it. There's a lot of people that's not around it. So when we say musical background, I mean we can say like trained. You know what I'm saying? That's like Whitney in the background. Nah, not that. Like they but somebody got to start it.
Yeah.
So that's the whole thing.
You dropped your fourth album, Mind Over Matter. Great project, by the way. Like I love the way you incorporate the R&B and the pop. So tell me about that project.
That project, like I said, Mind Over Matter. In life, we get caught up with a lot of things that really don't matter because we woke up today. Everything else is a blessing. But that mind over matter is, if you don't have the mind, you're going to lose it. It don't matter what the hell you got. And then also, too, August 12th is the birthday of my friend that passed. Babushka.
Sorry for the loss.
So, with that right there, it's just literally finding a way and just keep exploring your gift, because you'll get to a point, bro, where that's all that's gonna motivate you and all, like, you know what I'm saying? When you doing everything, it's gotta be something that nobody else can affect.
Right.
That's real. That's the real love. That's self-love. Everything else is, we have to have that other matter for it to work.
How did you go about like finding your features for that project?
Everything comes together.
It was just something that happened
organically, just like we did back off the last album with Danny Denise.
Right.
You know, Wet, that we did when we created that right here on the spot after that last interview. But yeah, that's it. It just it comes together, bro. It's creating.
Did you tell them you were putting them on the project?
At the end of the day, when you come in, you studio, we record, we create, and then it goes out.
Yeah.
It goes out. We drop it as a single. We did the video for it in San Francisco.
Okay.
And then it's just dropped the album after that.
So who produced that? Who produced this project for you?
When you say produce, what do you mean?
Well, as far as in like your mixing and mastering and engineering.
Mixing and mastering. Shout out to Dre God out of
Okay.
New Haven studio, downtown studio.
Oh.
Down in New Haven, Connecticut. Talented brother, does his thing. Definitely shout out to his partner Ashley Deja, with the Pod Lounge, doing their thing as well. They just do a lot of great dope things down there.
How long you been working with them?
Been working with Dre God for about 3 years now.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, about almost 3 years now. He actually did the Return of Lyrics album, the Mind Over Matter album, and then Loose Change that you're listening to right now will be coming off the Be the Greatest Ever album.
Okay. So August 8th, you dropped the single Hands Off with Master Busama. I like hearing you two collaborate together. Like any plans for like a collaborative EP or album?
Not sure, it just gotta come together. You know, it's just, when stuff comes together, it comes together. But I'm always open to work and create. You know what what I'm saying? So that's not a problem.
Any plans for a video?
I did a little trailer with it. But like I said, when it comes together, it comes together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When the time's right, it will work.
So when I was thinking about it, like for the month of August, you just went crazy. And then as you're telling me, you know, with the loss of your friend, you know, was that the reason why you just started dropping so many projects?
I mean, I started dropping projects just because.
Because you dropped 2 singles and an album.
I actually dropped the 3rd single.
Really?
Yeah, which was My Side, featuring Mr. Promoter.
Right. That's, yeah.
Bob Marley on the light. Like we got Bob Marley over there to the left.
Yeah.
But what a right to y'all. But nah, just like I said, it's fully clipped, last, Burner Boy, man. We ain't holding nothing in, man. Let it out. What we holding for? When you get a gift on Christmas, you don't hold them. So, you know, just get them done. When they done, put them out.
Right.
That's it.
So how what was the process of creating that reggae track with Mr. Promoter? And shout out to Mr. Promoter too. I see all his work.
It was crazy because he was actually traveling with another artist that I had seen him traveling on their Instagram story live, and you know they was playing music in the background and stuff, and I was just like, yo, I'm gonna send you a joint.
So you already had the beat.
I mean, I just went and just got the beat, and it was like, yo, let's get it. Like literally, they was doing. I sent them something in like 15 minutes, but turned out the artist just got tied up, so it didn't work by how it worked. Cause I just had to hook.
Oh, you were supposed to collaborate with the artist that he was with.
Yeah, and I wanted Mr. Promoter just to do his thing on it.
Yeah.
From the radio hosting type of effect, bring that old school vibe.
That mix, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That Sean Paul type.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But modern day. And I originally just had the hook, and then the artist never came through. It was just scheduling conflicts and stuff. And I remember Mr. Promoter one day we just linked. I was like, let's just get the stew. I'm gonna just write the rest of it, and I literally just wrote the rest of it, added the verse, everything like that, and then just killed it.
Oh, okay. So if you had to pick one single from your project Mind Over Matter that you would have to tour with for like just a year, which track?
You said Throw Away?
No, one track that you have to pick from that album that you would have to tour with for just a year. What track would it be?
Mind Over Matter.
You only can do one track.
Let's see. That's a tough one, bro, because they all there. Read out the tracks for me, bro.
First track is Wasting Time featuring Bella. We got Put It Down featuring Mariah. No One Else. Pay the Price featuring JV. Wet featuring Danny Denise. Selfless featuring Danny Denise. And Don't Go featuring Shay Elise.
That would have to be Wasting Time.
Definitely a great track. Okay. So what distribution do you use? Your mommy asking.
Right now I'm on CD Baby.
Okay, how long you been rocking with CD Baby?
Been rocking for a while now. Like I said, I've been doing music since like recording stuff since 2011. So I started out with TuneCore, did a couple of distro kids, but CD Baby, I just like CD Baby, just the organization, just how it's just set up, how you just upload.
And you're able to control how you release it and what dates you you can pick your dates and everything?
Yeah, there's 2 options when you upload. So when you upload, you can do I believe it's $9-10 joint for just a single. But if you take over the full package, which is like $35, whatever like that, you have more resources, more accessibility and stuff like that. So
have you booked any showcases yet?
I recently just did a show with Sweetie Belle, Wasting Time. Last week at one of her shows, actually, she asked me to come out there.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, do a collab with her on the song Wasting Time. So,
and where was the show located at?
This was up in Hartford, actually. I forget the actual name of the club, but wow.
First time in performing in Hartford?
No, I've performed in Hartford many times.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So,
performed in Hartford many times.
Any plans for a music video for Wasting Time?
There will be a music video coming soon. for wasting time. Just was actually just talking to her about that. So we're actually going to be getting ready to talk more about that. Hopefully in the next month or so, get ready to do something and put that project together too.
All right. So what inspired you to make music?
Just always loved it. Just growing up, it was just something just about music. Just, watching the videos, music videos when I got older, in middle school, but just before, just seeing the greats, it's not even about the music, it was more so videos, how they entertained, like Michael Jackson and them, like like Thriller, like there was storylines to them. It wasn't just regular music videos, there was a concept to it. And that's what really captured it in me. Usher did it too, one of his joints, having a couple videos lined up together. Yeah, just a lot of different things like that. Just seeing Ronald Isley in them, they always had a story, R. Kelly in them, like, you know what I'm saying? So it was
storytelling through,
that's what it is. Even when you think rap, like that's sick lyric, right? You know what I'm saying? Like that's why storytelling, that's what it's about, but portraying it in that aspect, because really that's what transformed our genre of music.
So what themes do you address in your music?
I address a lot, just life. I mean, we listen to them, I talk about mental health, I talk about just passion, drive, just my life, honestly. And because my life is, things that I go through is very similar to what other people go through. Just maybe a different variation or something like that, but the feelings are still the same.
Okay. And what do you hope people feel when they listen to your music?
That's just it. For me, I speak that to myself, so if it makes me a better person, it's gonna make anybody else a better person. It's like, baby, we can't change the world until we change ourselves.
Has music always been natural to you?
It wasn't. When I first started, it wasn't natural, because I was listening to too many other people. I wasn't finding my own voice.
You remember that day when you made that transition? Like, I'm not listening to nobody else, I'm doing what I want.
January 19th, 2019. The day my life changed.
What happened exactly?
Was racially assaulted, PTSD, injury, knee injury, stuff like that. It was dark times. And that was literally the day my life was over, that I had to restart. And literally just went back to what I was as a kid, that kid in the mirror, like Tom Brady. That's why I say after wasting time. Remember that the GOAT, you hear it at the end, you know what I'm saying? Because I remember people used to tell me not to daydream, and that's what my first album was, at J Lyrics, Daydreaming. And it's like, we can dream, but like daydreaming, you're actually walking and dreaming, like you're still doing something, you're moving. You know what I'm saying? But to tell me to not daydream and lock in on something that I can learn quick and easy from a textbook or something like that, but you want my full attention on that. When reality is the creativity, what inspires us.
I agree. So when did you decide to pick up the camera?
I picked up the camera when I was 8. When my sister's dance recital, because my mom filmed it terribly like the year before. So I had a camera in my hand since I was 8 years old. That was the one class I got an A+ in.
Wow.
Outside of gym, like, you know what I'm saying, like just easily. I used to go to school early, used to stay after late. This is after practice and stuff. Just because I had my senior year, I had my own project put in the class high school class senior year recap together. Like I had my own assignment.
So you're in a relationship, right?
I am. I'm engaged.
Congratulations.
Appreciate you.
So how do you find time to balance, like being a videographer, like like a director, an artist, you create clothes? How do you find time to do everything?
I don't find the time. Those things are me.
So it's never been a moment where you had to disappoint your fiance, or or like had to reschedule something that you really did want to do because you had to please someone else?
Greatness takes great sacrifice.
So is that a yes or a no?
Greatness takes great sacrifice. That's all how you interpret it and what means to your sacrifices. I can't tell you what your sacrifices are. You have a son, right?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
But at the same time, if you had an event, would you miss if you had to go to the BET Awards for your first award, would you miss your son's birth? I wouldn't even have to think about it. She knows the answer.
Yeah, I'm not gonna miss my son's birth.
She knows the answer to that.
Right.
She knows that because I fought for this all my life. It's not even a thought. It's a conversation.
Yeah.
But we know what's going to end. And then I'm going to try to find every way I can to be there first. But I got to be there. For the first one, yeah, I got to be there because that just opens so many doors of what I was looking to do. And it just so happens here comes that song. That's what that song's talking about.
So tell me about your first musical memory.
That would be at the young age of, I believe it was 11. But my mother took me to the Janet Jackson tour. With Usher opening.
Wow.
The Velvet Rope tour. That was my first concert.
Wow. What was that experience like?
I didn't have another experience like that at a concert until I went to Summer Jam. Probably like in 2014, whatever year I think Drake did come out. Lil Wayne was there, Nicki Minaj was there. It was crazy. They had everybody popped up. Snoop Dogg popped up, Ty Dolla's, that was probably the best concert. And I went to the R. Kelly concert. That was because R. Kelly's one of my favorite. He's my all-time favorite artist. Yeah, just those three concerts, and I've been to a lot of them. Seen a lot of artists. But yeah, that concert's still the top.
Okay. Tell me about your worst musical experience, if you have one.
I wouldn't call them experiences because they were life lessons. There were lessons in this game. Learning things. We take a loss when it's really a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Because now you can figure out how to improve. It's like Kobe said when he missed those 4. I went back and I had to analyze, and it actually had changed my workouts. I had to change this. I had to change that. There's a reason for that. And I think people get too much caught up on, hey, I failed. It's like you have to fail to get better. But the good thing about it too is that even like I told a couple of my people that I do work with, even when you do the great things, you still want to go back as if you lost. You know what I'm saying? Do you study your film? When you had a great shoot, do you study your film like you did if you had a terrible shoot? I do. Because it's when you win it and stuff, that's cool. But when it goes to hell, now you gotta try to figure it out. And that's the thing. Okay, what could I did better? What could I enhance? It's like the Black Panther movie coming out when his sister said to him, we can always make it better. And that's what we should be doing every day. You know what I'm saying? This is our gift, this is our craft, bro. We're wasting time every day. Yeah, you say the responsibilities and this and that. We owe responsibilities to ourselves first, because that's how we can provide with the energy. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, it's just literally just how much time are you going to devote to your craft? You know what I'm saying? Because it might not be a day you might have it again.
Right.
Is this, do you treat this interview like this your last interview? That the mindset you walk into? I do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It ain't promised tomorrow.
Right. 100%. So who do you listen to right now?
Me.
That's it? No other artists?
If it's other artists on, because somebody's in the car with me, so they don't listen to me all the time. And very rarely when I'm at the gym, I do listen to Burna Boy, Jordon Lucas.
Okay.
Who else is up there? Yeah, The Routine, Wale and Meek. When I say Jordon Lucas, OJ and Ramen, these songs. Burna Boy, Location, Nipsey always go down. Got a couple with him. Yeah, got a couple with him. No Days Off, stuff like that. Just get it right, stuck in the grind. But yeah, those is what I listen to. And then if I'm listening to me, it's normally I listen to a song that I might have did that song. Give me that energy in the gym, stuff like that. But from going over, seeing how I can get better, how I can enhance this, how I could have wrote that differently.
I mean, as you should, you also should be perfecting your craft.
And not even just that, thinking of visuals.
Yeah, that's true.
Letting it play in the background, and then thinking of how can I incorporate my clothing in it, you know, without being intrusive with it. Just different scenarios. Where do I want to film it at? Do I want to film it here in CT? Do I want to film in New Orleans like I did Loose Change? Do I want to film like I did Wet in San Francisco? Do I want to film like I did Cali in Cali? You know what I'm saying? And then just thinking of different visuals, then going home and then looking up the locations. Like, how can I film this? Because I'm going to drone it. You know what I'm saying? Let me find out the layout. Let me find out my spots where I want to park at. You know what I'm saying? So I can put up the drone, stuff like that. Like you'll see on Cali, like I caught the LA Museum, the lights, seventh wonder of the world. You know what I'm saying? Those type of things. Then going out there in the day, just riding with my drone for the day. Let me stop over here because it just looks dope. It's a sunset, the golden hour, the blue hour by the water. Let me wake up at 6:30 and go catch the sunrise.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I had this conversation the other day. You know, if I did 100 videos, am I a master of it? Not at all. Did I wake up and shoot 100 sunsets? Like Bruce Lee said, like he don't fear the man that knows 1,000 kicks. He fears the man that practiced one kick 1,000 times. That's why Kobe, the KDs, and them are so lethal, bro. They shoot, it's not the elbow shot. They ain't gonna shoot around 1,000 times. They shot the elbow shot 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Then gave you the pump fake, and then shot the elbow shot 1,000 times. Then gave you the pump fake and the jab, and then shot 1,000. You had 3,000 already. Like Kobe, that's why I wake up early and work. ET. The motivation, I wake up, gotta get more work done than you.
So what does making it mean to you? And it doesn't have to mean not towards just like a music career. What does making it mean to you?
Making it is literally what I'm doing now. Continue to do it. Just get rich and die trying, like 50 say. But it ain't actually monetary. It's energy. It's life. It's love. The money gonna come.
What's the difference between you and you as an artist?
There is none. That's why I was J Lyrics before. I had to put that mask on because somebody told me first. It was like, when you see these people on the wall, that ain't Jay-Z, that's Sean Carter. And I didn't hear it right at first. I didn't know that. It was like the mask. This was just a more exuberance of Sean Carter, but it was still Sean.
Right.
That was a different. I thought I was putting a mask on. Like I'm a whole different. Like I was living Bruce Wayne life. Like I'm still the timid, scared dude, stuff like that. But when the mask on, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Until I hit rock bottom, my back broken, my knee was busted, my knee was broken. Like literally, a song come on, this energy is telling. These are my life stories. This is what drives me every day. Like this is me speaking this shit in the future because this is my testimony that gets me in and keeps me going. That's why I listen to my music all the time, because it's my life. It's gonna put my future in me.
Nah, that makes a lot of sense.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna put my future in me. I gotta listen to me.
Yeah.
Because nobody else was around when I was down, bro.
So if you had the opportunity to talk to your younger self before you started taking music and your career serious, what would you tell yourself?
My younger self is here in front of you. I'm a child of God, bro. The spirit don't grow.
It's like it's never, like it's no change.
No, I had to get it back. I had to find that person again.
I definitely understand. When you say that, it's interesting because I literally just looking at a picture of myself from like 10 years ago, and I said that, I'm like, damn, I missed the old Reese when I laughed and I had a good time. Everything is just feel like I'm always in business mode.
You missed that sparkle in the eye, bro.
Yeah, like I miss sometimes like just having fun. You know, just having fun. Every day I wake up, it's just like, I gotta get to it. You know, and not even just being productive, it's just like, I gotta make sure I got a roof over my head. You know, so.
I mean, the roof, that's the thing too, man. I look at it like this. God gonna put you through some stuff. So it's like, you gonna control, I don't give a fuck how hard you work. If you meant to live on the street, you meant to be on the street for a certain period of time. That was your story.
Yeah.
Yeah, we may fight it, but it's like, it's gonna keep going until you learn your lesson. Because at one point, when it's gonna humble you. And it's not even a humble. Like we get oh, don't want to be humble. Why you don't want to be humble? Like it's not a bad thing to be humble. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a great thing. But when you look at it too, it's like I had to take you here, and like it's not even humble. I feel like all this shit made me learn, bro. And it's not, the learning was not learning what I'm doing because I was doing this as a kid. It was to say, the hell with everybody got to say and overcome and do my thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. I learned this shit because, like I said, I wanted to learn this stuff because I wake up and I just go at it, bro. Like, this is what I do. This is how you get better, bro. There's nobody paying me to sit here and turn my lights on, to study my lights. You know what I'm saying? To learn and sit down and record and see how this looks, move it 2 inches to the right just to see how this change this certain meters and stuff. Like, now sit there and look at it back, replay it just to get all this fine tuning. But now I can come into a room and within 5-10 minutes, really 10 minutes, I take my time.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying, 10 minutes, I'm straight. Yo, sit right there. You've seen it earlier. Yeah. Sit right there, cool. All right, we ready.
So if you had the opportunity to record a track with any mainstream artist right now, who would it be?
Just one track?
Just one track.
And I can have full control, right?
Full control of the song. Actually, I'm interested in knowing the title of his song as well.
I can tell you right now, if I had one track, I'm gonna do it like how Nas did it, one mic. I would put Drake, I would put Ye, and I would do a phone recording of R. Kelly, collaboration on one track.
What would you name this track?
I'll call it Life.
Life. Okay. Okay. So if you had the opportunity to join a label or continue being independent, which route would you choose?
I'm independent now, so been that way since I started, self-funded, everything that way. But for me, I would join the label for a number of different reasons. Put me in better platforms, put me more out there to be able to help. Like my clothing line, we have a non-profit, Defy the Odds Corporation, giving back to the youth.
You work with the girls basketball team as well.
I work with them, but I also work with West Haven High School.
Okay.
Journalism class. I actually am going back there this year to do a year-long project with them, like I did back in 2019, before COVID had shut down everything.
Right.
They actually have a commercial. When you go to the website, www.onlyiconClothing.com, you actually see the production that they did for me. We brought all the equipment in, we showed them how to film and everything like that. Yep. And this year we're going to be coming back and doing that this year again. Now that we're going to go back into the schools after COVID and everything and work with them and help them start getting more creative and how to put stuff together, highlight reels, things like that, how to properly prep, just the process, just to effectively make a better product.
Right.
That's a lot of things. Like I said, it's just how much time are you putting in. And that's why I try to reach out to them, because they don't have all the responsibilities that come as we, evolve. Notice I say evolve. I don't like to use the other word. But that's just the thing, is I do that. We help with a lot of other things with business credit. We're now going to be doing also student loan. Student loans, getting rid of those debts and stuff like that. So just providing information and just helpful to help people grow.
That's really cool. Are your parents and family supportive of your music career and just your overall, just your business?
They are, and supportive comes in many different facets, many different forms. you know, we have to look at that word because it's very broad.
Yeah. I mean, because it can be financial, it can just be just a thought, just an idea.
It could be just literally having me on your mind for your energy because I feel it. You know, when I might be having a hard time, it might, you know, because that's frequencies, that's energy. So, you know, it's a lot of different things. You know, what's going on with the support that we can have. Like you said, it could be money, it could be, you know, showing up to shows, it could be, you know, just making sure the person ate. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on what it is that matters at that time for that person too. You know, you would like to have more things happen, but a lot of times you gotta walk this path yourself and do those things. You know, and then when the time comes that you learn enough, it will open up.
What's the hardest part in your opinion with growing a fan base? Or has it been easy?
I mean, the fan base is, I don't even look at that. You know, I look at who I can interact with at one time, and is that one time the best? Did I do everything that is speaking to me at that time? You know, I may say something to you, but it comes from a great place. It comes from a great place, and I say it to be inspiring, something like that. And it's how you take it. But something told me to say something, you know what I'm saying? Or to help out here, or to do this. But it's all about just the experience with that one person and just making it, because you never know, that might be the last time, that might be your last remembrance of them.
What's your go-to track as soon as you get in the car?
It's usually what song I currently have done, just because it's the latest chapter in my life. So, you know, I record it, I listen to it over and over, and I just get immersed in it. You know, because I wrote it, so now it has to marinate. You know, just like you got the smoke clouds in here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a different vibe once the smoke clouds is in here. Then you just first lighten up, and then after you light up, and then the smoke clouds lift.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different world. 3 different worlds I just mentioned. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you count the intermissions of you lighting up in the middle. So these are the type of things that, you know, I think about stuff like that.
Okay. Who's your top 5? Dead or alive? No specific order.
Talking just music in general.
Yeah.
Changes on the move. Tupac definitely up there. Nipsey. Myself. Last 2. Drake is probably 4. And just listen DMX. Like I just listened to that this morning. Like just still go through that, listen to that. But it has different feelings as you evolve, and you know you start to see things, you start to listen to things. I mean, I would probably say is, you know, no, like you said, no precise order, but I still have to put Nas there because he's my top 2 rappers, like Nas and Tupac. Okay. Just because what they talking.
So, I know you're an entertainer, but what do you feel more comfortable with doing, rapping or singing?
I'm a vibe, so I used to be concerned with that because I would get caught up, you know, trying to sound like the greats and stuff like that when that's their voice. But when I started having fun with it,
you found your own voice.
I found my own voice, and it was crazy. When I had the injury, I was literally down. Like, I paid for the video, and I didn't know how I was gonna cover rent in 4 days, and I couldn't walk. And that video was the remake of She a track star. That shit, like, and I did a Sam Cooke joint, like, vibe in the beginning, and it was like, you just felt the pain. Like, cause I was in pain, bro, like, not just physically, like, spiritually, everything. And, like, scrappy beard, everything. It was like, I ain't cut my shit in probably 6 months. he even had the patchy. I was looking like Kanye, bro, through the Wire documentary. Like, I ain't give a damn, bro. I was just like Reuben Carter, bro, and Hurricane, like that type of shit. And I was like, bro, this it. I gotta go hard. And I just said, fuck it, and just hunch my ass. It's actually a clip on my Instagram. I'm literally limping to the booth. And that was exactly when I did that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like just finding my own voice. I believe I can go on any type of vibe. Because our voice is actually an instrument.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? So when we think, well, we can't get on this track. No, you can. It's just you have to be creative. Does it make sense? And then there is some times where that voice just doesn't make sense.
Right.
But if you can figure it out, it's dope. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of Cayenne Twister, when they brought the violins in, that you would have never thought. But now you hear them joints all day. Like, you know, it's literally just finding that frequency. It's like, you know, when Gotti said 50 came out, he was like, yo, he got one, but like, let's see if he connect the dots. And that's what it is, like, just finding it.
So what makes you different?
Me, you know, I'm me, but I'm no different than anybody else, really. I go through the same emotions, the same things. I even tell the kids, you know what I'm saying, I suffer from, you know, suicidal and all that other type of attempts and things like that. You know, those thoughts are still very prevalent, but it's overcoming and learning the triggers and learning how to go about them and, you know, finding my passion, finding my peace, bro, and that's what this is.
Right.
So when you say, am I gonna sacrifice? Yeah, I have to, bro. Like, yeah, if I win a reward, you don't think I'm gonna spend that first time for my grandfather? Cause I want my kid to see that, bro. It's one thing to have him here, but I want him to see that, bro. The guy that they said couldn't do this shit, bro, you get to see it. Once I get the first one, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know, unless I got video with somebody or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, that's it. But that's the thing, bro. That's what making it is, bro. Being able to explore, keep exploring my peace. Everything's new to me.
So my last question: what's next?
Whatever God got in store, bro. We'll find out tomorrow. God bless we wake up.
So I know you're traveling now on the 19th. That's for a video shoot, right?
Yes. Yep. That is for a video shoot. Shout out to Brittany Ram out of San Antonio. Going down there. I'm gonna be working with her. She's actually competing at the MPS San Antonio regional fitness competition on October 22nd, which is gonna be dope. So I'll be connecting with her. We're gonna be doing a project down there titled How. That will be dropping soon. Most likely, I believe we'll be dropping that on the 21st.
You came up with the title?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, Jordon, I definitely appreciate you, bro, for coming out. Would you mind leaving us with the performance?
I got you.
She be on me, she be on my body, to be as a blessing. She be on me, she be on my body.
It's like those straight on shit. Reach the director.
Oh my God.
LiveInTheLivingRoom.
Oh my.
Jordon ever.
Oh my God. Take a look into my eyes. Tell me what you see now, baby. Can I tell you the surprise? I can see your future clearly. Mornings are rise. Take my love and vibes. Can I make your body rise? 3 more times. I'll be making boss moves, but the moves are costly, baby. She be telling me to choose, but my love is costly, baby. Gotta stack my money right. Double up them losses crazy. And give it all my loose church. Cause my life is costly, baby. She be on me, she be on my body. Do wild things, working on Pilates. Smoking so good, smoking on it louder. Oh my God, body golly. She be on me, she be on my body. Oh my God, body golly. She be on me, she be on my body. Doing wild things, working on Pilates. Smoking so good, smoking on that loudie. Oh my God, body golly. She be on me, she be on my body. Doing wild things, working on Pilates. Smoking so good, smoking on that loudie. Oh my God, body golly. Oh my God, body golly. She be on me, she be on my body. Smoking so good, smoking on that lolly. Doing wild things, working on Pilates. She be one of my time, baby, time, baby, time, baby, baby. No money outside, baby, side, crazy. Hey, know that money on the mind, baby, mind. She be high in July, firework, hey, she be fire all day. She be on me, she be on my body. Doing wild things, working on Pilates. Smoking so good, smoking on that loudly. Oh my God, but I got it. She be on me, she be on my body. Doing wild things, working on Pilates. Smoking so good, smoking on that loudly. Oh my God, but I got it. She be on me, she be on my body. Doing wild things, working on Pilates. Smoking so good, smoking on that loudly. Oh my God, but I got it. She be on me, she be on my body. Doing wild things, working on Pilates. Smoking so good, smoking on that loudly. Oh my God, but I got it. She be fire all day. She be on me, she be on me, she be on my body. My baby. Oh my God. Loose Change, a New Orleans story. Live in the living room.